guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Farscape. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 3 of season 2 of Farscape. New hair, new episode. Who dis? I feel like I'm blending more with this season with like the black leather and like just like the overall vibe of the show. I'm here for it. Hopefully you guys are here for it. But I'm ready to get back into this season. It has actually been a couple weeks since I have watched anything from Farscape because I got ahead to then watch Vox Machina. So now I'm back and I'm so happy to be back here. This is like just, it's funny because if somebody had asked me, a couple months ago what my favorite like guilty pleasure thing is, I would say like some trash TV. And in my case, it is like Farscape because it's delightful, it's emotional, it's fun, it's weird, it's off the wall, but sometimes it is like very just heart focused. And I don't know how many times we get check-ins from Talon, but the boy needs to call because I miss him already. It's like I said, I'd be a great auntie. I'll take you to Disneyland. You just need to call your auntie, So I'm curious to get back with Talon and of course figure out what the hell's going on with Crais. But the character development that we've already gotten in the beginning of the season, I genuinely really like Chiana and Aaron kind of having a sisterly relationship, very much like bratty little sister and kind of like the mature older sister that's just like, like what's wrong with you? Get it together. And the younger sister pouting, I only know about that dynamic because I was Chiana. So I very much felt it. I was like, I recognize this. We've got a couple different looks happening with our characters now. A lot of people told me that Dargo's skin is darker from the oil ocean, giving him a little bit of a tan. That makes me laugh. The outfits, of course, obviously got upgraded. They are more leather. I don't have, I think I have a fake leather jacket and maybe some boots, but I don't really have anything like that I could wear and just be like, this is my Farscape outfit. And I'm like, can't really do much about that. But, we've noticed that Zan kind of got an upgrade to her little motif, looking really good. Rigel, I would say that the only thing that they should have left alone was Rigel because now it's obvious that they refurbished the puppet a little bit, but it's only because I love and hate that little face so much. It's so punchable, but I still want to grab his little cheeks, just and slowly work my way down to his throat, right? Because he's that character. But he's our Rigel. He's that character for us and somehow always comes through. So I shan't complain too much about him. Now, I'm really eager to get into this season because a lot of people have said that they kind of really found their footing by season 2. That season 1, it was just kind of like, what are we doing? And now they're like, we know exactly where this ship is heading, so to speak. So I'm excited to get into that and to just kind of discover more about our characters because, the last episode with Dargo, I was happy for him that he was connecting, but it was also draining Moya and draining Pilot, and that was breaking my heart. So we got a lot of Aaron, going and sitting with Pilot. I love that relationship so much, and her being affected by how Pilot's being affected, and Dargo, that's his family. And no matter who he met and who she was, that's his family. And her, what was her name? Neelam? She wasn't being malicious. She didn't realize that that's what was happening. And she was so happy to feel alive again that she kind of didn't realize that she had hurt this great being that is Moya. And her kind of saying my time is up, and her sacrificing herself. That it was really beautiful. And sometimes the big bad of the episode isn't bad at all. It is just kind of this thing that it's an accident. How do we fix it? And I really enjoyed that a lot. So guys, I'm excited to get into this episode. So let's go. Oh, Chiana. You okay, girl? What is happening? You okay, girl? Oh! Hi, John. Oh, I miss John. And the leather pantalones. Sexy.
Crichton, what are you breaking now?
I'm not breaking anything.
Do you need his help? Ask him for help.
You got it, my Crot?
Ain't got no time right now, Chi.
Oh, she needs you.
I really gotta talk.
I do not have the time.
Oh.
You don't have the time. Okay.
Oh no, you're the person she depends on. What is happening? Well, should you be doing that? Oh my God, what are you doing? Why did that look like a piece of candy? What is that? It's a tracker?
Mary.
What is that? What are you doing? What is happening? Girl! DRD, patch her up, patch her up. No!
That little trout!
You don't know that Gianna stole your prowler.
It's gone, isn't it, Crichton?
I did not immediately detect her departure because several of my control systems have been offline.
She could be thousands of meters away by now.
We found this in the
goodness.
maintenance bay. It had Janna's blood all over it.
What is it?
I believe it's a life disc. Some species have them surgically implanted. This creates a permanent life link between those close to them.
And why would she take it out?
It is no longer
To
functioning,
sever the link.
which means that whoever Chiana was linked to is dead.
Even worse.
She was trying to talk to me and I blew her off.
It's not your fault. You were busy. I mean, but I'm also like, hey, you could have stopped to talk to her. Where did she go? Where is this?
You've been in worse places. Who's there? Stop looking around! Let me see you!
Was she summoned here? Did she know to come here? Is this just a coincidence? Oh, goodness.
Let's murder.
No, no, let's not. Let's not. Ah! Ah! Welcome back. And 100% Chiana took the Prowler like a little sister would take the older sister's car. But like to the gas station to get a soda, not to another planet. Oh my God, that trench coat? Hello. Had a crush on John. It's getting worse.
So this entire planet's covered in graves.
It's a royal cemetery planet. Haven't you ever seen one?
These people aren't eating dead bodies, right?
Well, Prowler checked out all right. At least she landed it in one piece.
I'm glad that was the important part.
These belong to Gianna. You coming?
Let's go.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm staying right here.
Those people are gonna eat you.
Don't rob the graves, Sparky.
How dare you imply that a Hynerian Dominar would...
You thought about it. Oh, goodness. What the hell is that? Looks like a Christmas ornament. Oh. Oh, boy. I've never seen Rigel so happy. Oh, God. Oh, God. What are they doing to her? Oh, her hair.
What are they doing to her?
I'll go for Gianna.
I'll pin down the others.
Nice. Oh, he's so happy.
Move it! What are you doing? No one's ever lasted more than 50 microns in that thing. I had him beat.
We were worried about you, so
Oh,
we...
sweet. Now get the Frel out of here.
Gianna.
No, I don't have the time.
Oh. Wow. Now it's her rebellious period, huh?
Hey, Ancient.
Who the hell are you talking to? And who are you?
Well, on. Taste?
Look at her.
Are those mushrooms? Are they high on mushrooms?
been amazed by you. Age lines, dead spots. You're historic, Nix.
Historic.
Let's go, goddess. They're
Jeez.
Ancients.
Ancients. Age spots.
Did
Laugh
you catch
lines.
Any of that?
Not much, except all the I'm worn out, Dren.
What was up with that?
If you find Chiana, show her this. Ask her about it.
Ask it yourself.
She's pissed at me.
Yeah, and you're the older sister, so that's your job.
What is this? My private property.
Grave robber.
You robbed the dead. And believe me, that wasn't as easy as it sounds.
I'm sure it was so hard. Oh, we probably should not have brought that back. That looks not good. I don't know. That looks dark. Don't put it on your face. Oh.
Bonus.
Bonus? Oh. I forgot it was Rigel for a second there. Yeah, of course he would eat that as a snack. It's a nice outfit change though for Chiana.
I forgot this.
It's my brother, Mary.
Oh, her brother died.
It's terminated. Means he's dead.
I'm sorry.
I gotta show you around this place.
Sit down. Just talk.
I think you had a little bit too much to drink. Don't be like Crichton. Come on, everyone's so lame on Moya.
That's not nice.
Or at least stay for the gathering. Mullan says it's the draddest. Says it'll blow my mind.
Draddest. Kind of like raddest. I like how Aaron was just sitting there listening. I really, really like that aspect of like their relationship. It's definitely growing.
Hey, whoa. Focus, man. Come on, focus right here.
Yeah.
Time to jump, gotta.
What does that mean? Oh, like a leap of faith? Is that what the gathering is? I don't like that at all. Pat Aaron's outfit. Damn. I know I keep talking about the clothes. It's just they look, you know, not just great, but they look sexy. What does that mean?
We take this time.
Whoa. Dope. Scary as hell, but dope.
It's a sonic net.
You want to explain that?
Yeah, please.
It's the nets sustained by their own voices, but sound actually cushions your fall.
Do you have to have, like, faith? Oh, you're so scared. You're so scared.
Like I said,
Oh, she was gonna have a baby. I think that's a pregnancy. A glass tummy. Like a fishbowl.
I gotta do that.
No. We don't need to be doing that. Nope. No. It just reminds me of the hiss lady where she's like, I don't know. Definitely not the same species, but still.
I think she's trying to prove that she's still alive.
when I need a psych report on Chiana, I'll let you know.
If you
Oh,
try
hey.
to force her to leave, she will stay here just to spite you.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will. John.
Stay with us, Nix. Celebrate this dawn. It's the second dreadest time.
No thanks. No thanks.
And what's the draddest?
Well, okay. Big brother walked in on something. Oh. Probably not the best thing to say considering her brother just died.
Have you ever considered that these items might be protected?
By what?
A curse.
Yachts. The only curse here is you.
No, I'm okay with Rigel getting cursed things like that. Kind of gets what he deserves out of it.
You said to me, anytime I want to jump ship, anytime I want to leave. See ya.
Feel free to jump in here anytime.
It's Gianna's choice, John.
Yeah, you can't force her. But you could show her that you love and care about her, John, without being mad at her. Oh, John. Aaron's approaching this correctly.
Molon! Yo, Bob, Marley, you seen Molon?
Bob Marley.
Old, still you live.
Oh, wait, they don't get old?
What happened to you?
This happened to all of us at 22 cycles if we do not take the stone. Guard us and nix us here. Don't like seeing this, so we go away. Hide.
What does it mean, taking the stone? The jump?
What are you talking about?
I'm lost. Must stay lost.
Same, John. I don't really know what that was.
Not gonna talk until you taste.
He's not gonna die. Are we gonna get a lot of slow-mo? Maybe this is what you needed, John.
Since you taste, I talk. And I'm scared that if next I take a stone, it claims me. So Gianna takes my place. She takes the stone.
Oh, you weasel.
You leave Chan out of this, just...
Oh god, it's not killing him, is it? I feel like Xan could fix this.
Tell her. I'm gonna remember.
I know I shouldn't laugh, this isn't good, but him being high. Oh, John.
What happened to you?
I had a pissing contest with Mona. I won, I think.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I got some information. There's
Are you-
more, I know.
You're gonna remember?
I think I convinced him to get Gianna not to jump.
That's good.
I don't think that's what happened.
Take this tissue sample, I got it from the Lost People, scan it up to Zan, see if we can find out what's killing these kids.
Where are you going?
See if this
Oh,
Excedrin headache was worth it.
oh my. Skin flakes. Can you send a sample of the mushrooms as well? Oh, God. Did that sober her up a little bit, or what?
I really can't.
Oh, nope.
You gonna let me fly?
I
What
get
are
it.
you doing?
Oh, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
You're not going anywhere.
Yes, I am. She wants to jump.
You can't take her like this.
Yes, I can. Aaron.
Convince her that her life is worth living and that you want her around.
If Gianna really wants to, she's going to find a way. So you have to let her work through this on her own.
Yep.
You cannot take her back to Moira like this.
Just be supportive, unfortunately. Wow, the fact that Aaron is helping him through this is amazing.
This is what a Dominar's chamber should look like. Hung with the blood-stained trophies from my conquests.
Trinkets of the dead. That mask is going to be a problem. Haunted! God. You're cursed, boy.
I know what's happening.
Do you? Glad one of us does, because I don't know what's going on.
Curse my Mevonks. I know what you're up to, and it's not going to work.
They're not doing it, buddy.
It's you that's making everything in my chamber cursed, but I'm not returning any of it, no matter what you do. I'm keeping it all, you hear me? Everything!
What a selfish, greedy little thing.
It's not going to work. Who's there?
It'd be funny if Pilot and the DRDs were up to it.
I am Rigel the 16th. You can't scare me!
Oh.
All right, I'll take it back. I promise. Just make it stop.
Oh!
Pilot, is the transport fuel?
That's what you get, you little weasel. Grave robber.
They voted to keep jumping. They want to die. I just can't believe that you want to die.
Never had any courage. As a kid, Mary gave me everything. I just followed him.
Oh.
You shown me courage plenty of times.
I gotta see if I can do this, Crichton.
And if you die?
There are people that would miss you. That's so supportive, John. Thank you. Let's see. That was like, that should better not be the end of the damn episode. Thank you. God. Can't have one of our main characters jumping off a cliff and just end it there.
Lately, do I seem a little crazy to you?
Yeah, a little bit. A little
What do you
different.
mean lately?
Welcome back, Rachel.
Rigel, we're out of here in 90 microns with or without you.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Why do I get the feeling that Zan was doing that? Maybe it was a curse. Maybe it wasn't.
Well, Mom was right about one thing. The jump was incredible. You should have tried it.
He's taken plenty of leaps.
I'm too old.
Let's get out of this then, please.
Oh. I'm not saying this as like this was a bad episode, but what a bummer of an episode to come back to. Sad. That was like a really sad episode. But what I'm really liking is, you know, obviously the character growth that we get out of our characters every episode is amazing. But mostly that we haven't really gotten a Chiana focused episode where it was like about her like either past or her growth as a character. Like we've seen her grow with the group, but not as an individual. And this one very much was her growth as an individual, her losing her brother. And I can't even imagine, like, you know, I've lost my sister, but if I had like something that like connected me like internally besides like my heart and like, you know, my feelings and everything, but like to feel that like go dead and just know that they're gone, that's devastating. And my heart breaks for her. You know, like she came to John because John's the person that like she's kind of the closest to, that she probably cares about the deepest and trusts the most. And he just blew her off. Now, granted, you know, like sometimes people are busy and they don't mean to be a jerk. He didn't mean to just be like, I don't have time for you, because it's normally like, you know, I don't have time for your shenanigans. I'm doing something that I think is important right now. And, you know, I'm trying to give him some grace, but at the same time, all he had to do was like look up and look at her and he would have been like, hey, what's wrong? You know, that's devastating. And her wanting to take her own life. Like, I understand feeling grief and being lost and feeling like a connection is just severed, and that feels like if it's probably worse than death, because you just like feel this emptiness and this grief inside of you. And you know, I as much as I was trying to understand about the clans, what Malden was saying, or Malnan, I don't know why Das died. Is it because he was afraid? Is it because he knew death was coming? I'm not quite sure why he didn't get caught in the net. And maybe it has a little bit to do with belief and, you know, desire, and, you know, maybe having like fear or wanting to die is kind of like what gets you through. That's not taking the stone. I was like, what does that mean? Like, I was just like, they're eating mushrooms and they're jumping off a cliff. Like, I was like expecting them to like take a stone, like in the literal sense, and their dive is taking the stone, apparently. And, I absolutely loved that we had kind of John and Aaron on separate sides. Now, Aaron kind of is always fairly pragmatic in a sense. Like, she's not really run by emotion sometimes. Sometimes her anger kind of gets the better of her. But it's not often. And her, like, just kind of sitting back and letting Chiana work through it, I think is phenomenal. She was there for her. She was there to listen to her. John wanting to force her to leave, drugging her to like try to take her onto the Prowler, and Aaron being like, no, we're not doing it this way. You need to let her work it out. Like, he just wanted to get her out of that scenario because he thinks that him not being there to support her is what led her to be there. And I don't know if it would have happened regardless, but I know he was bearing some responsibility for her putting herself through this a little bit. And, I think whenever we lose somebody and we've gone through loss, like, Aaron and John had that discussion where she's like, I've suffered loss. And he's like, so have I. And I think we all have. That, like, you kind of go through like those stages of grief where you're, they always say like denial and anger and all of those things. But I think you also go through a period of like rebelliousness and lack of respect for yourself and for your own life. And I'm not saying everybody does that, but I think that like when you feel it on a deep level, you can get there. And that's where Chiana kind of is. And I think, like some people like lean into alcohol a little bit more during those periods. Some people lean into their family a little bit more during those periods. Some people just like turn on the TV and 8 hours goes by and then, that's their day. We all have like these different things that we lean into. Mine personally for a long time was food. Oh my gosh. Like just junk food in front of the TV. Nothing would make me happier, but it was like such a disconnect. It was disconnecting from the feelings. It was trying to get away from those feelings of grief. And like, that's what she's doing with like the mushrooms and the clans and like the hanging upside down thing. Like all of those things were just kind of her like going through this escapism and really like facing the jump for her, where it could be that she wanted to end her life. It could also be that, she like really wanted to see what she was made of. Or, she wanted to test her limits and her fears. She wanted to feel alive. There could be various reasons for it, but John had to let her go through that herself. And granted, like if one of my friends are standing on a cliff, I'm not letting them jump because they think that like they're gonna, land safely at the bottom. Like, the human brain works in the way of going, no, that's not good. And, John has a human brain. So I get it and I understand it. I don't know if their relationship is brother-sister. If it's more than that, deeper than that, we really don't have to define it, but sometimes it's confusing to me because they kind of like touch each other in a loving way and not like I would if I had a brother. But it's like sometimes they like at the end when they're doing like the taking the stone thing, like that to me feels brotherly and sisterly, like them having a fun time or even just like friends, So I don't really know what to define their relationship as because I want to say brother and sister, but, and I said that and I felt so bad because I know her brother just died. So it's not like that's exactly what it was, but it feels like it. But I'm glad that we got this different side of Chiana. Like, and I'm sorry that it came at the cost of her losing her brother, but I do like seeing her go through more emotions instead of just like the flirtatious, sassy, I don't even say angry, but like, like her calling like Rigel a little frog and like having her feisty moments, right? Like her like holding her hands over her brother's disc and like kind of saying goodbye and like, really coming to terms and having a little bit of peace as she's walking away. It is so nice to see a character that is so zany, off the wall, different, just an oddball, have like a very human moment. I love that. And it's so funny because I just started watching Chernobyl and like the thing with like the radiation, I'm just like, why is everything seems so freaking global right now? Of just everything that I watch kind of links to everything else. Like I had like Farscape, like linking to stuff in like Vox Machina and like other stuff that I was watching. Oh, The Thing. And like for the episode with Chiana and Rigel and them like not knowing who had the virus and like then I watched The Thing and I was like, oh my God, this reminds me of an episode of Farscape. And it's just, it's so much fun to know that like maybe the writers of Farscape watch the thing and they're like, we're having a thing episode, you know, it's like stuff like that. And it's just, it's absolutely phenomenal. Not that I want anything like Chernobyl to happen on any other show that I'm watching, but I do see it. And woo, it gives me anxiety. The other little storyline that we had going on was Rigel, the little grave robber that he is. Look, I don't know if that stuff was actually cursed, if that was Zan effing with him. I want to think that it was cursed, but I was just like, realistically, like I could like see them employing the DRDs to do something, but I don't know how the little needles at the end came up. But as a little side thing, I think that provided the levity that we needed for this episode because it was so heavy. And like I said, it's a bummer of an episode because I was just like, I am so ready for some Farscape, some wacky good times. And I was like, damn, like, wow, this is intense. I did not expect this episode. So I am really hoping the next one is mildly fun. If not, Talon. I want a chicken. My nephew needs to call. He needs to call. We can't go to Legoland unless you call. Anyway, guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon and up to one episode early. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you think about this episode? Definitely, I love the character growth from Chiana. Seeing a different side of Crichton where, like, he's kind of not being rational and he's being way more emotional. I was like, when he asked Erin, like, am I kind of crazy to you, like lately? And she's like, lately. And like seeing Erin just kind of keeping her cool, like that's kind of Erin, but it was also in the face of like John and Chiana where she was like, I'm trusting the situation to work itself out without me having to like, you know, like really get physically involved in it and pull people away. I really like that. And I'm curious to know what's going on in the next couple episodes for sure. Cause again, everyone raves about season 2 and I'm very excited, to see more of it. So guys, come back here for the next episode. And in the meantime, I'll see ya.